This one is EMC. Let's look at Jimmy's exit first. So still looks like you could be a little closer to the plane, and try and get a little further back as well, Jimmy. And the timing's okay. It's on the late side, but if you are very far back, like really full arm stretch, getting as far back as you can, and at this point, if you realize you're just a fraction on the late side, just pivot and rotate to your left, kind of rotate anti-clockwise, and let your head follow the formation, and it'll look like you're perfectly in time. It's obviously the perfect moment, but then if you're a little bit early or a little bit late, it's not a big deal. You just like if you're early, you just stay to the right and you kind of float a little bit. If you're late, you just rotate anti-clockwise away from the plane. Just trying to keep Sunny in your visuals out the door. Okay, the group exit better than the last one, and Sunny, awesome job there. Look at that, your knees are down. You're putting some positive tension on the formation, which we want. We don't want to see your rig here. We want to see you dropping down below it. And that's actually a really good view. You can see on the slope of the relative wind. That's a very nice picture of the exit. Okay, so EMC. So the setup on the C is the 90 degrees from Holly and Mike. And then Sunny. That's a little tight. I think you do a much better job through the jump. That's the right picture there. So if I just pause this here for a second, that's a fantastic picture. You can press save on how to build a C. 90 degrees for Holly and Mike. Alison, you just got a very slight looking over your, like the goal would be to kind of stop it there. There we go. So you can still see something. It's a light C curve, if you like. And then Sunny, just leaving a Holly-sized gap between you and Mike so that you're not putting too much pressure on Holly's leg. That's good there. Okay, remember the J issues that we had? Same thing is happening here on the E. I need you guys just to basically hold off the grips for a second. Holly and Mike get a little closer together in the center. The further you guys are apart from each other, the wider the gap is from your knee and that arm, from that arm and that knee. Can you see how big that gap is? You're trying to fit Sunny and Alison into those gaps, so Holly and Mike get closer together when you build the E. If we get a good one later, I'll show you what it should look like. And then everyone just hold off the grips a little more, please. The reason that M's are in there is to give you a reset, by the way. Whenever you see an M, just see it as an opportunity to get neutral, get balanced, and kind of put yourself back in gear. Again here, way too quick on the grips, and that haste unfortunately you end up spending more time trying to build the formation than if you'd just taken an extra second to check your body position and be in the right place. Okay, let's have a look at this C build. So MC. Again, Sunny, just move out a little bit, please. So for you, actually stay still here and rotate in place, and Holly will come to the center. It looks like you overemphasize trying to stay in the middle, Sunny. Just kind of stay more in place in the star. And Alison, you can be a little more patient on the C build as well. You could turn to 90 degrees to here, I would say, and then continue on the rotation once you see Holly and Mike set up there. You end up building a good C at the end, guys. You see that? That's a nice C, but to get there, it looks a little painful. Better E. Again here, you do a really nice job at the end, and I just think as a process, the process could be more Holly and Mike just getting 90 degrees. Alison, don't have to come quite so close. You can, both Alison and Sunny, you should be able to stay perfectly in place. Alison, just do a 90-degree right turn. Whilst Holly and Mike are building, Alison, do a 90-degree right turn as if you build in a J, and then just pause there for a second. Sunny, you just turn 45 to the right, and Holly's legs should just drop into your hands. And Jimmy, stay aggressive on it, man. Stay a little bit closer, please, all the way through the jump. I always find if I haven't done four-way video for a while, I see myself drifting off through the jump. And if you think they're getting low, just go a little bit closer on level and pull. That will give them a big signal. Obviously not right in front of them, but just to let them know what's going on. Awesome start to the season. As I said, I've been a bit harsh on you at the beginning. I'm hoping that you can take those lessons on. Key points are on the exit, nice improvement over the 3 jumps for the four-way, and then Jimmy, just play a little bit with your position on the caravan, keeping Sonny in the frame, in the center of the frame for the first couple of seconds, and the rest of the group just through the jumps. Hold off the grips just a little bit more, work on your proximity and your setups. Cool, hope that helped.